Welcome, friends and neighbors, to another edition of SLaPs360. I'm Nate.
I'm Donnie, and we have a great show for you
Great
again.
show. Great show. It's going to be awesome. Your computer has an internet connection that can't handle your current quality settings, which is low. So I can't get any lower.
So yeah, you're gonna see this probably go on and on all night. So,
Yeah.
but you know what? We'll go until we can't go anymore.
We're trying. We are trying. Last night we had a lot of problems with the connection, and tonight we thought we had them fixed, but apparently not. Hopefully by next week we plan. Like, this is just going to be kind of a filler show between shows.
Right.
We've got bigger things coming up.
Mhm.
So
Yeah, as we were talking about before, though, I mean, we got a huge summer coming up with everything going on with Rich, with Tiffany. We've actually got some pretty good plans for the team itself. We've expanded. You know, we're going to be adding, I think, 3 or 4 more. Brad Roussel now.
I was going to say, well, we mentioned Brad.
Yeah, Brad Roussel, who helped us with. Are we off now?
Nope, we're still good.
He helped us with Weird Vibes, our documentary. He's now going to be exclusively on SLaPs. He's going to be our camera guy, pretty much.
Our official documentarian camera guy.
We are. We're not. Well, I don't want to say we're working on, but there is a documentary, another one in the works, I guess you could say.
Yeah, we've got a long-term goal coming that will probably next year we'll have something really cool for everybody.
Yeah, it's going to be something that hasn't been done before, especially up in the North Country. It's going to be us. It's going to be the kind of the journey that we've been on from day one, almost 7 years ago to today or
next
whenever.
year. Yeah.
I'm really looking forward to doing something like that.
I think
it's going to be nice to sit back and look at.
It's going to be raw. Very raw. We're going to show everything. Right. We're not going to hold back, even if it makes us look a little foolish at times.
We never look like fools as we go off. Yeah, right.
We're like Teflon, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got to change that. That's how it's like.
And it's the same person every time.
It's just hilarious. It's like, so we're sitting here and it's creak, 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 creak. Killing me.
But yeah, we have got, I mean, there's a lot of good things going right now, so we're just trying to keep the momentum going. If anybody, we post all the time, but if you have a hunt, somebody else that needs a hunt, let us know. The more experience we get, especially around this area, I mean, that's what we're looking for. We want to get any kind of local lore, legends, urban legends, anything. We want to get it all. We want to do it.
Actually, why don't we talk about what we got an email recently about the place in Brazier, the Pentagon.
Yeah, actually, that's funny because I talked to one of our team members, Randy. We got an email a couple days ago, and it was in regards to wondering if we had ever heard of or investigated I don't know if it was a museum, a library.
I think, yeah, at one point I think it was a library.
It's in Brazier Falls, but it's right across the road from the Tri-Town Rescue
Squad, yes.
So I don't know if anybody out there knows or has heard of this place. We're researching it now because we're curious. Something about there's a Pentagon inside.
No, the building is a Pentagon.
Oh, the building's a Pentagon.
The whole building, it's probably, I want to say 2 or 3 stories high, and it is a Pentagon.
Okay.
It almost looks like a fat lighthouse that doesn't go very high.
All right.
But it's really cool. Yeah.
And they say they said that. I mean, it's reported. I don't know. Again, it could be urban legend, but
yeah. I mean, it's an old building, and that happens. Like, a lot of people go and they drive around town, and if you see something that's dilapidated or empty, it's instantly monikered that's haunted.
Yes.
I do it all the time.
Right.
Like, oh, that's haunted.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Some places have to look, but that's kind of the direction that we're going. Is we want to start. If you guys have stories of anything, let us know. In fact, I've got a couple things here that some local places with some legends, like Fort Covington, the Dupree House.
Yeah,
we've talked about.
I've known a little bit about this, but see, when I did my research about the Dupree House, I call shenanigans, because the person that you find the stories about was the person that lived there. She bought the place, was from California, and prior to moving into that house, She's an author, a paranormal type author. She moved in from California. All of a sudden, now there's this lore about this Fort Covington house, and she wrote a book about it. So I kind of was like,
Well, do you know the story behind it?
yeah,
Because
but
there is a story.
I only know the story based on what she wrote about it.
Okay, well, I don't know,
I
because
didn't
this is something it was some, Jarena Derwich, which is,
Yeah.
it's all the Derwich house, but apparently she died in the house, but when she died, there was handprints of blood, like, everywhere in the house.
Right.
And
I just didn't find any other research about it. Like,
you're right. Well, this is the first I've heard.
it
When
was
somebody brought it to my
all
attention.
based on that one
Yeah,
book, you know?
yeah, so, but again, if anybody knows anything about that, how we can get in that place, it's just, one more place that we can do as far as,
And we're
for
putting
local legends.
Yeah, we're putting a call out to everybody out there. You know, if you know someone that knows the Pentagon House in Brazier, like that knows that owns it, any contact information you can get to us. You know, the Dupree House in Fort Covington. We'd still do it. I'm not saying that I wouldn't do it, but I would just like to see if we can find a little bit more research on it.
Right.
There's a lot of places that I feel that we could be investigating to maybe, see if the legends and the lores are
Yeah,
real.
yeah.
You know, the Cook's Corner.
Mhm.
Cook's Corner's got such a stigmata, or no, that's not the right word.
Stigma.
Stigmata
Is like a,
yeah, stigma. It's got such a stigma, and it's posted, and it's got this whole, ooh, don't go there. It's posted. You're gonna get in a lot of trouble. Well, why doesn't someone just contact the owner, or find out who owns it? Hey, is it okay? Not all right. We'll just back off and just leave that alone.
Yeah, because well, it seems like everybody's done that except for us.
Yeah, because we respect the law.
But yeah, I mean, we're not gonna just go into it. But
Yeah.
yeah, a place like that, Spankies. We've done Spankies.
We did. I wish we could do it again. We did it one time, and I wish we could do it in more of our terms. But it's hard to like dictate to an owner, a business owner or a homeowner. We need you to do this. That's her business. We couldn't just go and start shutting off all her fridges and stuff. It just sucks because when you do Spankies, it's really, you're not getting a good investigation because you've got generators running, fridges running, you got the dishwasher guys still upstairs. They gotta still run the business.
Right. Yep.
But how are you getting anything legitimate and with all that happening?
Well,
without laying
yeah,
that
I mean,
seed
if you're gonna have a big gathering there at Spankies,
yeah,
and you're gonna come out saying that you found 45 EVPs, guess what? You might want to give Slaps a call because there's no way you're gonna. Because we were there with just, a few people.
we had what, 4 people.
Yeah.
4 people. There was so much going on as it was. We had everybody stay where we could watch the guys upstairs and make sure what they were doing. And we had one person go downstairs, but we always kept him on the live feed. Remember, we had the live feed going.
Yep.
So there was just no way, because I remember if you go back actually in the past shows when we did the live feed, I'm sitting there by myself and it was dead silent. I was like, okay, maybe this is. All of a sudden that generator kicked on, and it scared the crap out of me. But I was like,
well, not only that, but you could be downstairs, and if you could just shuffle in your seat, you can hear the chair. So there's no possible way that you can go in there with 30-some people and come out saying that you have 40 grade A EVPs. But again, I mean, to each his own. But
and then you got, I don't know. I mean, you could bring a psychic through. But I mean, it'd be about.
But then again, you got the book out, so it's kind of. I mean, I think everybody knows about Spankies.
Yeah, there's a lot of great history. There's a lot of great legend to it. Because there's no history.
And I'm not saying that it's not haunted, because it very well could be.
Yeah, because there's no history to the place. It was a trailer put there as a diner.
Yeah, exactly. But some people think it was a hospital. Some people say it was an actual railroad station. I don't know.
Yeah, there was no railroad station there.
But that's what's on claim.
No, I mean, I know that you read that there used to be a hospital behind it where the road exists.
Right.
And that's, I guess, okay. You can reach there. You can get to that point. But I don't know. I wish we could do it again.
But yeah, and it's just another thing that we're trying to think outside the box a little bit now. I mean, yeah, we still want to do the local. We really want to do the local houses and things like that. But let's branch out a little bit more and let's start looking at these places. when we did the Canton thing, they were saying that there was a street, like a street, like I don't know, just a
The
dirt
library?
road. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, in DeKalb.
Was it
in
DeKalb?
Yeah, they talk about that they always find a hitchhiker, or there was an apparition that shows up on the street
Mm-hmm.
every now and then. You'll be driving through and you'll feel like you just hit someone,
Right.
and then you go back and there's no one there. But isn't that
Oh,
legend?
that is
everywhere.
legend. But you know what? I think we should go out there and
Oh
check it
yeah,
out.
that
You
would
know.
be great. That would
Um, and just a couple of these other, the Salmon River School is supposedly haunted.
be really.
I guess there's been I mean, I don't know. I've never been to the school or heard anything, but there is some whispering that there's stuff going on there.
Hmm.
They're in Malone, the Flanders Elementary School, built on top of a Indian burial ground.
Oh yeah, that's always been told that. What are you talking about? The school buildings that are in the back there?
Honestly, I don't know. It's the first time I've ever heard of it. And
Because
Flanders Elementary, I mean, I couldn't even tell you where that is.
if anyone in the chat knows, you can get on the chat.
Oh yeah, get in the chat. Call us 600-8077 if we're being incorrect about something,
Yeah,
or if we're
call us up.
you want to yell at us for saying something we
Hey,
shouldn't have.
if you have a place you know of, even just something you've heard, give us a call. 600-8077. You can go on the air, or you can just text us or hit us up in the chat room.
And another thing that we were kind of shooting around too is when Tiffany does come up on the 16th, we are trying to get together and do a big investigation.
Yeah.
With Tiffany going with us in the team. Now we're going to throw it out there to everybody. If you can find us a place that has great claims of paranormal, whatever.
We kind of want some with history though, don't we?
Well, yeah, I mean something with history, and we're not talking about like I mean, no offense, a 2-bedroom trailer, because I mean there's going to be quite a few people.
Yeah, we want something that's going to have a little merit behind it.
Yes, yeah. I mean, we're talking. Well, we've been working on the theater next door. You know, we got the site centers. You've got. But if anybody has any kind of pull, or they just say, you know what, this place is, you're gonna find something here, you will be invited to come with us and a guest. So,
it's a heck of a deal.
yeah. So
hang out with this guy for an hour or two.
Or this guy, or the both of us.
Hey.
But yeah, so we'll shoot that out to everybody. You know, if you know of a place that that you think is definitely haunted or has some history, let us know. We'll set it up for that Saturday night. You come with us and you bring a guest. So, but
Yeah,
and just again throwing out some other place, Ogdensburg, the Remington Museum.
Yeah,
That is one place we've actually had some sort of contact with that we have to follow up on. Modern Day College, Plattsburgh Air Force Base.
Modern Day College is now an Asian teaching center, isn't it?
Sure, I really don't know. Wait,
We'll put it out to you guys.
Wait, what's the place that you go? It's like isn't it still modern?
You talking about out towards Morristown, going towards Morristown?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's two facilities. There's the it's like a Bible camp place, Xavier's or something like that. And then you drive a little further, and that was Modern Day. But one of them is now like an Asian English speaking school. Like they fly. Is Asian's an appropriate term?
Yeah.
I wasn't sure. I was just thinking that. I was like, should I be calling them Asians? But I guess. Anyways, they fly people from China over, and they learn English here, and then they go back.
I just can't get past what you just said. It's funny.
I don't want to say Orientals or something like that.
Well, the Oriental Express. You can say
I don't
that.
think you can call them Orientals.
Seriously?
Yeah, I don't.
Oh my God. Well, they're from the Orient.
Moving on, before we end up saying the wrong thing.
I apologize to anybody that might be.
But anyways, yeah,
not Oriental.
We would love to get into one of those places, but I don't think that's something that we'd be able to do.
Modern Day, no. But the Remington Museum, we can. Or.
Yeah. Actually, that's right up their alley.
Yeah.
You know, they always said Messina one was too.
Really?
Yeah, I've heard stories.
It would make sense because they think everything is attached.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, that just goes to show that there is things around here that have some good legend to it. So, let's see if we can get into something.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, we're gonna have, and also when we have Tiffany come up, and when we do a show with Rich, we're gonna be giving away a few things. We've got things that we'd like to do. We've got I think it's a 36 by 24 print of
Oh yeah.
Eastern State Penitentiary. It's the Mad Chair that I've had in here in my shop. We're gonna give one of those prints away, with or without signatures. If you want any value to it, you'd get them without. But,
but it makes us feel so much better about ourselves. And who do we make that up to, sir?
Yeah,
But hey,
I like
we've been
the
there, done that.
Yeah, we took pictures of ourselves doing that.
Yes, we did.
But and we also have I think we still have a couple shirts that we have signatures some. We have Jason Haas. We got Brett Griffin. Griffith or Griffin. We're tight. We know.
Listen, we got a picture of him on 360 page. That's
Yeah,
all I know.
yeah. So yeah, lots of cool stuff.
Oh yeah, and I don't want anybody to. We did kind of mention it. We will be going back to the Canton Library 2 weeks from tonight, the 15th. We're gonna be doing like a meet and greet again, and we're going to. I don't know. We're gonna try to do a little different this time. I know the last time we were up there, we did an investigation, which was a huge hit.
That was fun.
That was. I mean, it was a lot of people there, but we actually had some cool things happen.
Yeah.
And generally, they want us to come back every Halloween to do some special things. So we'll be up there in 2 weeks. We're going to talk a little bit about, what we've been doing, where we're going to be going, and from there we will build off for Halloween. And I think we're actually going along the lines right now of something with Rich. Come Halloween time, doing something with him in that area.
Yep.
Have like a Halloween show. So I think that's going to be
really
that's
cool.
going to be huge because. Like I said, Rich took off great when he was on.
He was on. That was one of the best guests we've ever had on.
Yeah.
In studio.
Yep.
It was really cool.
Actually,
unfortunately,
the only one.
I was making it sound good.
Yeah.
There are new viewers every day. All 3 of them. Anyways.
Get to bed, kids.
And the Canton Library thing, I won't be there.
Right. So. Which I do apologize for.
Which means, I won't be there, which means that there'll probably be more in attendance now.
It just lost half its credibility. But then Vinny will be there, so we just gained a quarter.
No. Me not being there means you're going to have more of an attendance.
Oh, okay.
So you'll probably have a packed house.
That's
no
true.
pressure.
Hey, we got this. 2 words, Tupper Lake.
Which I was there.
Yeah. If you hadn't have been there, probably a good thing because you ran out of chairs.
Yeah.
So, again, if everybody can just keep us posted on different things, we don't have anything booked, I don't think, for a little bit. So.
You mean as an investigation?
Yeah, investigations and things like that. We have been getting a lot of calls. That's something that I wanted to ask you about.
We get a lot of
we get a lot of calls and we get a lot of emails, and they say, hey, how much do you guys charge? Which obviously is nothing. Then they tell us their story and they say, can you come do an investigation? And we say, absolutely. Give us the time. And we give them the phone number, and they never respond.
Yeah, see, that's why we've had this debate, you and I, on, in private about how I wonder if it is more of a shock value more than any legitimacy. Maybe they had the one thing happen, or someone had a really cool orb on their phone, and then they call to find out, the curiosity thing. Not that they're troubled or anything. I don't know.
I don't know. It's because it's not like they call with this, oh yeah, I found an orb on my phone. I mean, these are generally really good claims that I get excited for. I'm like, wow, Nate, this is going to be something good. And then it just never materializes, for one reason or another. Which I guess in hindsight is probably a good thing. I mean, not the
no, because there was a one case. I'm not going to name any names or anything, but there was one instance. We got a call from a mother, and she had kids that was being affected by it, and it was like we couldn't get there soon enough. So we actually stopped everything and made sure we were gonna do it
Oh,
like
yeah.
within that weekend.
Mhm.
And it was literally that Friday night that she called and said she couldn't do it.
Right.
She's like, I can't do it tonight. We'll have to reschedule. And then we never got to. And then it was like, it was in dire need for us to come figure
Mhm.
out what was going on. And then what did it stop?
You know, maybe I think a lot of people are giving advice from a lot of people, and I know this from experience of people saying, "Well, you know what? They tell us their story, then we set a date, and then they call me back and they say, you know what? I talked to this guy, and this person thinks that I shouldn't do it because things are going to escalate,
Mhm.
or it's going to make things worse, or you know, there's so many theories, and you know what? We don't know the true answer. I mean, we can only go by what we've done through 7 years. So
Yeah.
it's not like,
I've found in our experience that we usually get to the bottom of a lot of things
Mhm.
quicker.
Mhm.
Things don't escalate as much.
Right.
We've only had one case that we found that it seemed to keep going even though we were there. But now that we've figured out a way to kind of make things subside
Mhm.
with the help of someone,
Mhm.
we have some help with when it comes, cleansings and blessings.
Yep.
That it seemed to work.
It did.
And it was, I mean, 7 years, we had one case where that's happened, where
Mhm.
it seemed to keep continuing, and
Mhm.
and it seemed legitimate because we were having stuff happen. So, but when it comes to the rest of them, we can usually narrow it down if they let us in, figure it out,
Yep.
because a lot of it's in the mind too. When you get
Mhm.
yourself creeped out, I mean, it's just gonna feel like I still do that in my house. We've never investigated my house, and Tori thinks I'm nuts, but from time to time, I feel like I see things happen.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in my mind,
Yeah,
maybe.
and I think that's a lot, but that's I think why people should call us because we're very thorough. We when somebody calls us and they say, I mean, our motto is we're here to help. Like Nate had said, how are we actually helping?
I've said
But
that before.
yeah, and my answer to that is that we go in there with that mentality that you tell us that knocking or that you're hearing it at 11 o'clock every night, or the wind you're feeling, or the breeze, whatever. It's something environmental. Maybe it's an open window, or it's a squirrel in the attic, or whatever. But there are groups, and I'm here to tell you that there's a lot of them that will go in there with that mentality. Oh yeah, you know what? I've got all these EVPs.
Look at all this. Look
And
at all
yeah,
this.
and there's, even though they have 7 people downstairs in a 3-bedroom home, and they're like, oh yeah, we got all these EVPs, and they said this and they said that. That's great and all, but we want to get the EVPs just as bad as the next. But how are we helping the client by manipulating
Or
evidence?
showing, or making a shuffle. Like,
Yeah.
if I took that into a sound editing program, slowed it down, it would go.
Exactly.
And it's like, that sounds creepy as
Mhm.
hell.
Yep.
And I find that it is, I think we've differed in this debate, that a lot of teams will go, well, we give them a disc of everything we did that night and whatever. I'm sorry, if there's nothing there that I didn't find, unless it's like something here, here's one audio file, and usually it's online.
Mhm.
It'd be different if this was a paid project, but I don't understand how a disc helps a client. Here's a disc.
I really think it does. I mean, I do, because it's like,
Well, no, I'm
you
saying,
know,
like we'll show them an audio file, we'll send it to them email, but giving them a disc of everything you did that night.
oh, of everything you did? Oh,
Yeah, like
absolutely not.
what's the point? But I've heard others saying, well, it's because they're lazy. No, because why am I going
Oh
to show
yeah,
you
no,
nothing?
you don't want to give them a rundown of
No
everything
one
you
wants,
did.
yeah, no
Absolutely
one wants
not.
all the audio
But
files of us farting on their
if you
floor.
get 5 great yeah, if you get 5 great EVPs, and I want to
Yes.
put that on disc and say, here you go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, the other stuff,
Yeah,
absolutely
no, I
not.
get that.
That's wasting their time, and it's insulting, because
Yeah.
that's like to say that we're lazy. It's like they're lazy. You can't go through and chop things up and give it to them. No, oh, here's the whole investigation. Have fun.
Yeah.
You go through it and do what you want. So, um,
But but helping them. I mean, yeah, I think we're helping them
Mhm.
if we're showing them what's what's this and what's that, like what maybe paranormal, what's more environmental and just natural. Yeah, I think we're helping in that aspect. But if they're only looking for a scare, then we can't help them. We're not going to be able to help someone who's only looking for a thrill ride.
There's some people we're not going to be able to help because we can go in there, and again, one night does not mean, if we get nothing, then it doesn't mean that the place isn't haunted or whatever. But the one night that we go in and we don't get anything, they're like, well, something wrong with your equipment. I'll call that other group that comes in here and we'll get EVPs, all 15 of them.
All I got to say to them is call that other group then.
Exactly. But because we have come a long way, in the past year. We've opened up mentally, I think, to a lot of things. We're now working with psychics. We have
it took
people
us a
that
long
came
time.
Yeah.
We were meticulous about finding the right right people to work with.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't just take everyone and said, "Yep, I'm a psychic."
Exactly. Well, and we did take them.
We did do that. We started that. Yeah.
And then you get guys and girls that come along, and all of a sudden, like, wow, these guys are, about as legit as what we've seen, And so I think we have that. We can do cleansings now. We have a lot more equipment. We're getting more equipment. Yeah. So I don't know. I think it's gonna be. I think we are gonna be able to help people even more than what we were before.
What do you guys think? I mean, if you give us a call, 600-8077, right?
Yes.
You can hit us up on the chat. You can also hit us up. You can text. Give us a call. Tell us what you think about something. What was that? We were just.
Dude, we were just talking about half an hour.
I totally just lost my train of thought because I was trying to make sure. I want to get you guys involved. What do you think about psychics? What do you think about the paranormal? Do you have a legend? Do you have something? Give us a call.
What do you think about Rich? What do you think about Rich
debate us.
Tiffany, do you want to come or do you not want to come? Why don't you want to come? I think.
Did you just call someone out? What are you talking about?
No, Tiffany. Why some people might want to come, some people might not want to come.
Oh, I see what you're saying. I'm like, what are you talking about? Oh.
I was going good with that. I was fluid. I was right on the mark.
I honestly thought it was going in a whole different direction.
Absolutely not. Oh, jeez.
Wait. Ready? This is distracting. Oh, you know what? I want to put a call out there for everybody. If you're watching this recorded or you're watching it live, the 4 people that are watching it live. Listen.
4? We gained a viewer.
Yeah. Actually, I think it's more like 6 because it doesn't really count the guests or people that are watching through Facebook. So it's probably like 6.5. The girls are watching.
Oh, okay, that's right.
So, we need someone to help us with the podcast.
Yes.
We would love to
have this here,
yeah,
so we can see ourselves.
Oh, and to mention, Vinny is on vacation.
Yep.
So Vinny's not here with us.
Have fun in South Carolina.
Yep. Is he?
In North Carolina, South Carolina. Maybe he's in Virginia. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he went to.
Maybe he's home.
Maybe he's getting. Yeah, maybe he's home.
Oh, there he is. Hey.
What's up, Vinny? Hey. So we would love to have someone to come help us with the podcast. It's basically just watching the computer, making sure that the feed doesn't go down. I can show you. It's really easy. If you have some computer if you had some computer knowledge, you can do this. It's really easy. If you've always wondered to get into it, give us a shout. Send us an email, freeghosthunt@gmail.com.
Serious inquiries too, because
serious.
We really want somebody that'll devote not devote their lives,
you but need to devote your life.
We will be doing. We're gonna try and do this once a week.
No, we just lost a viewer. No, I'm just kidding.
We're gonna be doing. We're gonna try to do this once a week. And I know everybody wants more, but we can only do it once a week. And we want somebody that can be here every week for us. Set it up. It's just gonna make life much easier, much smoother, and
yeah. It's too hard to run because you're sitting here distracted, blah blah blah, whatever.
We do have a text.
Oh, let's hear the text.
It says, "I think your whole journey is a learning experience, and you've gotten better resources over the years."
Oh, I'm sorry. What? No, was that serious? What?
You think I just made that up?
No, I mean our journey. What I did. I'm sorry.
Our journey, as in
ours.
Okay. SLaPs,
mm-hmm.
is a learning experience, and you've gotten better resources over the years.
That sounds more like a comment.
Well, yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, I thought it was a question.
No. Okay, I can ask it in Canadian. I think your whole journey is a learning experience, and you've gotten better resources over the years.
Oh, hey, all right, all
Oh.
right. Hey, hey, Happy Canada Day, actually.
That's right.
Hey,
Yes.
oh, hey, yeah, that worked out good, eh? All
Thanks
right.
for the text message.
All right, thanks, eh?
But yeah, I think so too. I think we've gained a lot toward. We've gained weight over the years. We've lost weight over the years.
Yeah, yeah. That's
but,
why we keep the table here.
Oh my god. Yeah.
When we had Rich on, it was so awkward. Yeah, we were like,
I was gonna cross my legs, but my legs are too short.
oh man, yeah. So
Look like an orange with toothpicks.
I'd like to take a minute here and talk to you about our sponsor, Forevermore Studio. If you're looking for pictures, I know a guy. ForevermoreStudio.com. Okay. Anyways, another text. Same text, same texter.
LMAO, you ass.
Okay. I
Thank
didn't know
you.
we were gonna talk about that and everything. Hey, Rich is on the chat room. He says, "Hey guys, Rich here. Happy Canada Day. Happy Canada Day, eh, Rich. Have a brew for us, huh?"
I'm not gonna try. It'll be some British
No,
horrible
yeah.
accent.
Do your English accent. Wait till he does his English accent. Dude, say Donnie.
Donnie? That does sound good.
No, it doesn't.
Donnie, I'm a British woman.
It doesn't sound British.
Yes, it does actually.
No, it
That was
doesn't.
actually better than I've ever done it. I've been practicing.
So anyways, let's. Do you have any news stories for us?
News stories. Well, you know what? It's not really a news story.
Okay.
But in this one of my favorite magazines that
I have one too.
Haunted Times, that is no longer in circulation. But I do have a bunch of copies here, and I would say that one of the best stories I saw in there was the 10 most haunted places in the U.S. And to my surprise, it was Eastern State Penitentiary was number one. You know, I guess I say to my surprise because we were there and we didn't get anything. Excuse me, you know how that goes.
Yeah.
But the claims there were one of the most, and Lizzie Borden was like number 3.
We haven't been
The
there
Whalen House.
The Whalen House. Where's the Whalen House? Is it in this one?
I don't know if it's that one.
I am surprised that Eastern State was the most haunted. Well, see, it goes back to the whole mind thing too. I mean, I feel that if a place is haunted, that is haunted. We were only there 4 hours too, so we are not going to be the be all, judge all, or whatever, to say that whether it is haunted or not haunted. We were only there 4 hours. You are under strict guidelines, and there was just not enough time to get enough evidence. There was a lot of environment in the way. I mean, it is an old building. I mean, I'm sure some stuff happens, but I think with the flow of traffic of people every day, a tourist attraction, it's got to take away from it.
It's something over the course of time. I mean, in hindsight, I mean, the fact that we did what we did, I mean, it was fantastic. I'm glad we did it. However, to do an investigation, to go all the way for 4 hours, an hour of which was setting up and taking down.
Yeah.
I wish that we would have had.
Starts,
I wish we would have had a lot longer time to do it because I think that place is definitely haunted. There's no doubt in my mind that there's stuff going on there. But like you said, it was the opening weekend for the Phillies. It was a Friday night. I mean, it was just packed. It was busy there.
Sirens the whole night. I mean, it never stopped.
A bar across the way.
But I mean, but we got to take in some other factors because personal experiences are usually considered legitimate claims, right?
There was a lot of personal experiences.
Okay, based on our own team members, right?
I had one myself.
What about the fact that so you have to have tour guides when you go. It's just because it's a landmark. It's a historic landmark, so they have to have people there. There was one woman that was new. She'd only been there a few weeks, and she was kind of, really curious and into it. And then there was another guy that was there, and he had been there for 4 years.
Yeah.
Okay, and I asked him, I go, so what do you think? I go, me and you, what do you think? And he goes, I've never experienced anything. And he is not only a tour guide during the day, but he makes sure that he goes with paranormal investigators.
Mm-hmm.
So if you think about it, by proxy, he's a paranormal investigator.
Yeah.
He's gonna experience just as much.
But is he looking for it though? It's one thing to be there. It's another thing to, well, I guess saying that, I mean, I guess you don't have to be looking for it, but
Yeah, I mean,
you know,
nobody's looking that calls us that's dealing with this is.
but
looking for it.
you've got to be paying attention. You know, if you're just kind of there folding your arms, going, "Yep, they're doing an investigation," and you didn't say anything, well,
yeah, but you
know,
can't say
I
that
still find
he
that
wouldn't be.
surprising.
Yeah,
You know?
you can't say that like when he first started the job he wasn't intrigued, but then as slowly time goes on, say like when you started this team and then you get jaded to the point where you're like, yeah, I've been here and nothing ever seems to happen. You know, I don't know that I say that holds some merit. So if you've got a scale, I think it would, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I still think that something could be there, but you know, we knew that going in. We knew that, you know, it's a big risk to go there, but we can say that we did it, and I definitely don't regret it.
No, I don't regret it.
wish
That
we
place
could've-
is amazing.
I wish we could have had more time doing it.
I want to. This is a nice little segue. I'm going to segue into what do you think about all these places charging for investigations? What do you think about, like, what? I mean, there's got to be. You definitely know that there's going to be some people profiteering off maybe the smallest lore and embellishing anything. Like I found a story. I found a story about the Pawsley Island Plantation, and he's the current owner. And I basically just found something about a guy who just bought this place, and now all of a sudden he is running a tour group and having people, investigators come in and rent the place. And you know, when we did Eastern State, I'll say, well, how much was it? Was it $600?
$600, I think.
It was $600 for 6 of us for 4 hours. That doesn't include our hotel, our
Gas,
travel,
food.
I mean, it was a lot of money. I mean, we need to buy a haunted house.
Yeah, that's true because I mean, look at Amityville House. That was proven to not have anything going on, but to this day, it's still like this a big attraction. I mean, I don't think it's a museum type. I think somebody's actually living there now.
Yeah,
but
I think I read a news story about that.
But you know, at the same time, they're not stupid. I mean, look at Lizzie Borden House. I'm sure you have to pay to get into that.
Well, yeah. Well, it's a bed and breakfast, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. That's
yeah,
right,
it's a bed and breakfast. Yeah. I get that. I get the bed and breakfast, and you have like a niche.
Right.
But Rolling Hills Asylum. You know, Eastern State. Eastern State, though, you know, there's a past there too because it's a historic monument. It's run by the state, so I kind of like I can see that it's more of a. They are in the tourist business.
Right.
It's tourism, you know, state history. I don't know. I
think they look at it like, oh, you think it's haunted? Give me $600.
Yeah. Well, but you know what? I think they added on because it was more about the tour and the history. Everything's about the running tours during the day and stuff like that.
Well, look how much they make out of Al Capone being there. He was there for what, 6 months?
Yeah.
You know, but it's like that's where he was.
Yeah, and they tricked out his room.
Yeah,
and stuff.
yeah. I don't know. But then again, we as investigators, we're looking for anything.
Yeah,
that's
we're willing to
the
do
holy
it.
grail
Yeah.
that we're looking for. I mean, hell, why don't we just go to a cemetery? You know,
it's free.
It is free, but at the same time,
it's kind of like man. It's like we get whacked twice if you think about it. Like I don't want to sound like a jerk, but you know, we do it for free. And then when we want to find something that's got legitimacy, we're getting charged to do it.
Right.
It's kind of like you're beating us over the head, you know?
We do have a comment. Oh. I can understand larger places charging visitors because they've probably got a lot of people just going in for the hell of it, as well as more experienced people who are actually trying to get something real.
Oh, that weeds them out. Yeah, that's a good
point.
With
the penitentiary, though, they should have allotted a longer time. Exactly.
Yeah.
4 hours, especially, I mean, I think they should have taken into consideration the travel time.
Technically, you could. Now, here's the thing. If you go to their website, they've got different scenarios on how you can rent the place. They call it the paranormal investigation is 4 hours. And I think that there's some great marketing person behind that said, you know what, paranormal teams don't have squat for money. Let's put it where we think that they can manage to do it, and we'll do it for 4 hours because that's gonna how long we can pay these tour guides to be here.
Mhm.
But ghost hunters, ghost adventurers, all those people, guess what? They paid to go in there too. But it's under a different thing called the documentary, or you're renting the whole thing, and that is $200 an hour.
Right.
And you know, like Transformers, apparently Transformers, they did a scene in that place, but they rented the thing for 2 weeks, you know. So they got free run, but guess what? They still had tour guides. Even Ghost Hunters, Ghost Adventures, they all had tour guides
Right.
somewhere. Because they told us there that nobody walks around that place without a tour guide. So
And a lot of it isn't safe.
no, yeah, actually you're blocked off from a few places. Like there's the public for tours, then there is paranormal investigation that aren't open to tours, and you get to walk through. Then there's just places they haven't touched since '70s.
Yeah.
Which was really creepy.
But I don't know, it was a lot of money. It definitely was, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, but we say we did it, and now we're in fact this fall we're looking to travel again.
Yep, we're gonna do another one, and it'll be fun, and we'll.
It's gonna have a lot more time into it, though.
Yep, we're gonna whine about it afterwards that we had to pay, but.
Yeah, but if we're paying, at least getting some value to that money by being there for 12 hours.
I would like to know what everyone else feels they think we should go. Like, you know, are we going to Gettysburg? Should we go to Gettysburg?
I think we should absolutely go to Gettysburg.
Houghton Mansion. Yeah, I think
Lizzie Borden.
Brad just went to Houghton Mansion.
Yep.
The Lizzie Borden house. Oh, you know what? I just saw on our friends over at Spooky South Coast. Tim and Tiffany's over there on that channel. There's another let me get it out here. Legend Trip. It's with Jeff, Matt Moniz, Andrew Lake. They do legend tripping, and they've got one for the USS Salem.
Really?
Yep, they got one coming up on August 31st.
Tell you what, Todd would love that one.
Yes, he would. Yes, I would.
Look at my mustache.
Sometimes he's got the sad mustache where it just points down. He's disappointed. He's like Sad Cat, but he's disappointed in what you just did. Love Todd.
So cute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I felt my blood boil on that one. But yeah, maybe we should give them a call and see if they want us to come down and we'll do the USS Salem. That would be neat. I think.
It would be, and we've got the connections down there. So just wish there was more in New York.
You know? Yeah, that's what it bugs me. Like, it doesn't feel like there's enough in New York. But I did hear a lot of bad things about Rolling Hills. Like, not that it's not haunted. It's just that the fact that it's not run properly. That you're gonna have a hard time trying to. That it's not worth the money.
Right.
And the headache. That's what I've heard.
Well, I think the whole Houghton
Mansion.
To me, that's the one I'm kind of thinking because it's going to just be us there. We have free reign of the place. We're there for 12 hours. You know, it seems to me the most reasonable one to do, and probably. I mean, of course, I don't know. I haven't talked to Brad to see if.
He said he loved it. Houghton Mansion. And I believe like the back part of it was a Mason's Houghton Mansion. I'm just gonna look it up here. It is in North Adams, Massachusetts. I guess in 1914 there was a car crash. In the spring of 1940, the Houghtons invested in their first car, a 7-passenger Pierce Arrow touring car, and sent their longtime chauffeur John Witters to learn to drive it on August 1st. The year. Oh, this was on Ghost Adventures. I remember this. It's something about that he comes like they've known to see him like alleged hauntings. Here we go. The Houghton Mansion is reportedly haunted by the spirits of Albert Houghton, his wife Mary Houghton. I wonder if I'm saying that right. Houghton.
Houghton, yeah, I've been saying haunt.
And a darker haunt, John Witters. That would be the chauffeur. Notable haunt is the apparition of a little girl who has no relation to the family. How does that happen?
Well, how do they know it's no relation?
I don't know.
Does it look like her?
The Masons, because in the back there's the, whatever you call it, the big Mason room.
Mm-hmm.
The Masons state that before the mansion was built, another house was located on the property, and the mansion was built on top of the house, leaving the basement intact. And the mansion was featured in the Travel Channel for Ghost Adventures. Yep. So those are what that's about.
So there we go. It's Massachusetts.
Yeah, but it's like
it's,
this Massachusetts. It's like New York, Massachusetts.
Right. Yep.
It's like you get to Albany and just go.
Yep. Steph just said Cornwall. There's an old unused prison that's open to public tours. I hope it's cheaper than the Ottawa one.
What's that?
The prison.
Oh, she might be talking about the same thing, right?
This one's in Cornwall.
Oh, in Cornwall.
So
yes, isn't that where Ghost Hunters went?
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
Well, yeah, Cornwall's right there.
So we should look into that.
That's close to home.
See, I thought that's what Tony was talking about, but then it'd be in the Ottawa prison. So that one there is just a little. Much I'd love to do it, but.
Yeah, I would love to. Cornwall's close. You got your passport?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we're good.
Well, I got my enhanced license.
No,
Same thing.
Walmart version. Just kidding.
It's not a Walmart version.
Sorry, I had to do that. That was great.
So, well, before we sign off for the night, a couple reminders for everybody. One thing is, again, if you know of a place that is haunted and you want to go on an investigation with SLaPs and with Tiffany, let us know. Find this hunt. Give us a call. We'll talk about it. We'll make sure that we have permission to go in there. And if it's something that we decide we're going to use, you go with us with a guest that Saturday night. So, be a really good time. We're going to be, well, I'm sure we'll have another show by then, but 2 weeks from today, we'll be in the Canton Library doing a meet and greet. We will have some tickets there with us.
July 15th.
July 15th. And once again, I mean, for the people watching right now, and for the people that are going to be watching the recorded version, if there is any haunts or hunts that you have that, you know, just little spots, whatever, give us a call. The best ones in the North Country. St. Lawrence County.
What are the best ones?
Yeah.
Is that what you're saying? Oh, I love how you slid it in there. You're like, the best ones in the country. You don't do it like that. You go, you know, if you got to hunt, you know a place that's haunted, you got to call the #1 investigative team, and that's SLaPs. Okay. The best one ever. What else is going on? You already mentioned Tiffany. You mentioned, hey, make sure you check out TiffanyRice.com. Check out TarotEnthusiast.com. That's Rich Tenace's website.
Yes, and anybody that wants to book a reading with Rich, he does it over the phone too.
Yeah, he
His
actually
prices
created
are
a new one.
Absolutely, yeah.
Based off our
Yeah.
show, he created a new one, like a smaller one.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was, don't quote me, either $25 or $30, but give him a call and it's a quick reading. You're gonna get, you're gonna get a pretty good reading.
If you've never gotten a tarot reading before, I never had up until last week. It was awesome. It was
really
quick, but you know what? He was dead on.
Oh, so, yeah, that's right, because you did that this past weekend, right?
No, that's not this weekend. It's in August. But
okay.
But yeah, so check him out. If you can't get a hold of him, give us a call. We'll send him the message. So
there's something else. I feel like there's something else. Did you get him our text?
Every time you answer something I say, the connection dies out.
What?
Every time we answer, her connection dies out, or our connection dies out. I don't know. We could have been off for the past hour. Who knows?
When we answer Steph.
Yeah.
Well, because it's Ustream, it sucks. It's got crappy ads that cut you off,
but we may be switching up. We might be upgrading.
We're trying to do a pro version. We're looking for hey, if you've got if you've got an idea for doing a podcast similar to what we're doing, maybe along the lines, we're going to maybe start a channel. We're not really sure what we're going to call the channel, but right now it's called Slaps Channel.
Yeah. And just make sure you tell everybody, your friends, because we want to really get a huge show so we can kind of, I don't know the term.
This is going to be good. This is going to be good.
No, I can't. But the more viewers we get, the more we feel better about
Ourselves?
No, about upgrading.
Oh, yeah.
We don't want to do
it's
it for
justified. No, it's justified.
Justified, yes.
Yeah, because it costs money to upgrade. Right now we're on the free version. That's why these crappy ads pop up all the
Steph
time.
said there hasn't been an ad the whole show.
Are you serious?
Yeah, so, okay. Looks like we upgraded. Well, we downgrade,
I literally want to flip the table.
If we have good feed,
literally want to flip
we have
the
good
table.
feed, they have commercials. If we have bad feed, then we get commercials. I don't know.
Butterfly Spirit wrote agreed. Agreed to that Ustream sucks. But anyways, we're gonna wait impatiently for
20 minutes later.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of anything else that we forgot to mention. Well, no. Oh, well, let's mention Brad. Brad Roussel stuff.
Yep.
Haunted
Brad
Man.
is watching, actually.
Yep. But Haunted New York. Is that
Mhm.
hauntednewyork.com? Haunted New York.
Is it still Haunted New York?
Haunted NY.
Yeah.
Brad, you should text us or call in. Why don't you call in and say it and say hi? Introduce yourself to the viewers. They may not know you. Okay, well, thanks for calling in, Brad. Glad you're on top of that. Oh, he might be working.
He is working.
Oh, well,
He's watching it on his iPhone.
Hard at work.
No, that's called dedicated. Who else watches this show at work?
Huh?
Who else watches this show at work?
Brad better be.
He is.
He's off the team. No, I'm just kidding. I guess that's it.
Yeah, so we'll be back again next week for a bigger, better show. Give us ideas. If you want to see more of Rich, let us know. We can have him on the show. He's more than happy to come on the show. If you want to see more of other members on the team and not us, tough. If you want to see...
Next week, it's Vinny and Todd.
Yeah.
Let's do that. Let's have
Why
Vinny
not?
and Todd. We'll
Why
be on the
not?
other side. I'll run the board. Hey, do you got someone to run the board? I will run the board.
That's a good idea.
Vinny and Todd next week should run the show.
Okay.
We gotta have a set time. It feels like it's hard to not have a set time.
We need to get it where it's a set time. When's good for everybody?
We're just gonna hash this out right here.
Yeah.
We're just gonna lay it out here. Here, you decide. It's a choose your own adventure podcast.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been texting Don. This is Brad now texting my phone. How did you get my number? That's what I want to know.
Well, I think he's not texting me anymore. I changed my number.
So yeah, choose your own adventure podcast. What days would you like to have it on? And you know what? That was probably the dumbest thing I could have said because everyone's going to say a different day.
Yeah. Sundays at 11 a.m. Okay.
As you can see, we like to have fun on the show.
Sometimes too much fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes I shake my head and go, what in the hell did we just do for an hour? Actually, I do that often.
It's pretty fun.
Tuesdays at 8.
Who's that?
Steph.
Actually, we technically can't do that. Wait, oh, I guess it would be all right because Tiffany's show is Tuesdays at 7.
Yeah.
So Tuesdays at 8 wouldn't be bad. But yeah, 8.
I think the 8 o'clock time is good.
It's got to be because we're here at forevermorestudios.com. And from now on, let's say .com.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, every time you say it. But we're at forevermorestudios.com. And that, we got to be here after hours. And the reason why we do it on Monday, we try to keep it on Mondays or Sundays and Mondays is that the other business, actually Mojo Rising Tattoo, is closed. So it's kind of easier to get this all done.
Of course, then again, we'll just switch and move somewhere else anyways.
Yeah, the feed problem. That's maybe we'll have to move in to a basement or a garage or something. It'll be the extension.
Out on the sidewalk.
Yeah, yeah. We should do one out there sometime. We could leech off someone's feed.
Sure. Do it right at McDonald's.
It'll still be a forevermorestudio.com production. So what was that website again?
ForevermoreStudios.com.
I already got that text. Why do you keep texting me? Oh, because I didn't acknowledge it. Sorry.
Yes.
All right, guys. We've rambled enough for the last 14 minutes.
And to those of you that stood and watched.
Actually, it's funny because we have the most viewers now, and we're not really talking about anything.
Well, that's that's when we really get interesting. Is the last 5 minutes.
I think they're waiting for us to give away something for free. We have Haunted Times. This one looks pretty good and used. Broke in. This one's broke in.
Probably toilet paper stuck to it.
This one you don't have to. What, Brian Harnos? What the heck is going on here?
Wait a minute, I just got that. You pig. Oh, that's right. It comes from Brad's. That's why.
You're like orbs. Oh yes, love orbs. You're like this. You're like, oh my God, look at those orbs.
Those are real.
Remember those shirts we made?
Yeah.
These orbs are real. Let me see your orbs.
Mhm. Show me your orbs.
Oh, it's classic. It's marketing all day long.
Yep. All right. Well.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody.
See ya. We need to figure out a better way to.
You know, I was thinking that we need to have like a
Okay, let's work that out.
have a pleasant. Okay, wait. Have a pleasant evening and a better tomorrow.
Am I supposed to say something after?
No, I think every.
Yeah, because I enter the show.
You enter the show
You should
with.
close the show.
Yeah, but I think every show we should have something different. We'll say something different, something clever. And I think that was a good one. Did I get that on Saturday Night Live?
I don't know. Say it again.
Have a pleasant evening and a better tomorrow. Does that make sense?
I don't know. Have a better evening.
Have a pleasant evening and a better tomorrow.
It's very very enlightening.
Yeah, absolutely.
Good.
So we can go with that.
Sure. That's yours. I mean, that's your clothes. It's not my clothes. I got the entrance.
Have a pleasant evening and a better tomorrow. Thanks for watching SLaPs360.
Bye now.
That was good. That was good.
It's good. So we're gonna do that every time,
Yeah, but just a different one every time.
and we'll do it very solemn.
Yeah. Yeah, we have to like.
Wait!
Zoom.
I got a
Let's do
great
Zoom.
idea. This will be fun. We gotta add our spin to it. So let's do it, and then we gotta do it. We gotta do a stare, and see how long we can stare without laughing.
Ooh.
So it might be like a minute or something. But ready? Okay, wait. Hold
Right
on.
now?
Yeah. We gotta do one try, right? Just don't laugh, okay? Okay, hold on.
Well, how will we know if we're laughing?
We're gonna laugh.
Oh, but you can
I'm
smile?
saying do it and be serious at the end of it. You gotta stare serious. Ready? Okay.
Do I have to say it first?
Yeah, we gotta close the show. So we're closing the show again. All right,
Okay.
real quick.
So let's pretend like this is how we're gonna do
But
it.
this is how we're gonna do it every show, and we're gonna try to see how long it takes us. We might get real good where we're sitting there for like 2 minutes, just staring at the camera, and not just
People are going, oh,
Yeah.
it went out again.
Yeah, but that's what I'll do. I'll hit the stop button on it. Okay, so ready?
Okay.
Wait, let me. I'm sorry.
Already?
Yeah. Okay, wait.
Listen, you can't do it this time, all right? You gotta. I practice this at home all the time, so.
Do you really?
Yeah, oh, with the kids, and they're good.
All right.
Have a pleasant evening and a better tomorrow.
Bye now.
Dude, I could have went for like 5 minutes.
Oh shoot! All right, guys. Bye, everyone.